Good morning, everybody. Sorry I didn't upload a video yesterday morning. I had a few things going on, but today is my daughter's 18th birthday, so we're getting ready to go out and do girly things together. First off, I've already done my brows. I've already sprayed on the glistening, I'm sorry, I said glistening rose water. There is a such thing as glistening rose water, but that's not what I used. I used Mario Badescu rose water spray on my face already. I'm going to be using a couple new products today. First off, I already, like I said, I already did my brows, and I used the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit, number 6. Really good. I generally use the Anastasia products, but I always like to try to, switch up, because we get comfortable with the same thing. And I know some of y'all are probably like, well, if it works, then why mess with it? But you know what, it's just good to try different products, just in case, God forbid, something happens and you're not able to find the one product that you've been using. You have alternatives. Before I get started with my eye look, I wanted you all to, if you can hear this music, this is by Elisa Lani, and she actually is the artist of a good friend of mine. She's an up-and-coming artist. You can find her music on iTunes and Google Play. I did get permission to use her music during my I got permission to use her music during my makeup videos. So you guys like what you hear, feel free to go and purchase her music from iTunes or Google Play. I actually have her whole album, and she's a very talented artist. To get started, I am going to be using the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. It's actually an older palette. Came out last year sometime, 2018. And so these are the colors in it. And to start off, I'm going to be using this color right here, and it's called Riff. And this is my first time using this palette, so I'm testing it the first time in front of you guys. And I'm already liking it. Definitely moves, it gives, so that's always a good thing with the eyeshadow. And the pigment is pretty nice. You can see it's already showing up there. So now that I've got that color on, I am going to go in with, I'm trying to decide between these two browns here. But I think before I get to the brown, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this color right here, which is called Accelerate. And it's kind of a shimmery kind of color, so it has a little bit of shimmery pigment to it. Oh, I like that. And then now I'm gonna go in with the Punk. That's the name of it. It's this color right here. now that I've got that on, I'm going to go ahead and cut. And I'm going to be cutting with the NARS medium 1.5 macadamia, which is a little bit lighter than the tone that I would actually use like to contour on my skin. So it kind of helps, it helps the colors pop when I put them over top of it. Nope, sorry. I'm just trying to clean that up a little bit. Okay, and now that I've got that line in, I'm gonna go in with that same color, Punk. And it's okay that a little bit got down into the area that I did the cut crease on. So I'm just going to define it again anyhow.
it worth it for me to creep? Got me hooked over here like a fiend, reminiscing about all the things we used to do. But although really wouldn't be fair to my boo, for him I gotta be true. Cause we got history, so bad it did not last. You stepped to more than you did, and so I let you pass. We gotta have something good, who knows if it would've lasted. And now all you can think about is
okay. And now I'm just going to go in one more time, and I'm just going to define that line again with that same brown and a tinier brush. Okay, so now that I've done that, now I always like, this is the fun part. So I'm going to switch palettes for a second, and I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. And the color I'm going to use is going to be, I'm going to do Nefertiti, which is this one right here. And this brush right here is actually a paintbrush. Which I have found to be, I really love using it. I like it better than a packing brush. And now I'm going to switch from that color to Celestial. And I'm just going to use the other side. And now that I've got that on, I'm going to be using the this one right here. It's called OUD. Ooh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to use this color right here first. So I'm going to use Amber. That's the name of this one right here. And now I'm going to use the other one, the OUD, this one right here.
If I give it to you, what you gonna do with it?
And now I'm going to go back to the Born to Run palette.
Do you want my love? Are you on some foolishness?
And I'm going to use this color right here. Good is Gone.
Sugar-coated honey child, please. I want a man who's gonna treat me like a queen, baby. If that is you, then let me come to you and just receive it. Just receive it. Yeah, yeah. I want you to treat my love like a celebration. I want you to treat my love like a celebration.
Okay. And now I'm not finished with my eyes, but I'm going to move on for right now because I'm going to come back and add the wing liner, and I'm going to add just a little bit of glitter, and I'm going to smoke it a little bit more once I have the wing liner on. So we're going to stop it right now on the eyes, and I'm going to move on to the face. And so I'm going to be trying out a new primer. I generally use the Poreless by Tarte. Today I'm going to be using the Tasca primer. It's supposed to be exceptionally well, so we're going to see how it looks. So you're supposed to fill up the primer till it gets to the line. This little tab comes with the primer. And you get so much of it in just that much. So I'm pretty sure that it will probably last a nice amount of time. So once you put it on, you're supposed to use your fingers, go circle wise, and then move up.
It's a celebration. Keep on loving me strong. It's a celebration. Treat me right, treat me nice, yeah. Keep on loving me strong, it's a celebration. 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 Keep on loving me strong, it's a celebration.
Okay, so now that I've got the primer all in, I'm not gonna lie, I look a little ashy. But it's supposed to be not only a smoothing and mattifying primer and also blurs pores, but it's supposed to do color correction as well. So any place that color correction is needed, like under the eyes, under the nose, it's supposed to help out with that. So let's see. So I'm going to be using my Bobbi Brown. Okay, and that looks really good. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go over with my sponge. Okay, now another new product I'm going to be using today is the Intensive Skin Serum Concealer by Bobbi Brown, which is basic. I use Bobbi Brown, the foundation, and now I'm going to be using the concealer. I do find it is good to kind of use a foundation and concealer, you know, on the same brand, but I do mix and match sometimes. But I do find that when I stick to the concealer that's made with the foundation, that I do get a better result. When I use the Huda brand concealer, I love it. I use that with any brand foundation that I use. But when I use the Huda foundation, I have found that, you know, it's just, you know, really amazing. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay. So now that I've got the foundation on, I'm gonna go ahead and this color is Honey. Yeah, if y'all, I don't know if I've said this before in the other videos, but I'm gonna say it again because I just explained it to my daughter the other day. When I'm putting on concealer, I don't drop it all the way down. I don't do that. I put it in a small space and then move it to where I want it to go, because I think that alleviates it being overdone and you having to use a lot of bronzer, and it keeps the contour light. Now I am loving this concealer. It just kind of blends and disappears.
He said I ain't like no other, yeah, they say all that. I don't wanna hear it, so I fall right back. Tell him that I am too busy and I call him right back. Cause I don't wanna hear it, no. Every time I give my trust, they always end up fucking up. Every time I think it's real, it only ends up being us. Why can't you keep it real? Why can't you be upfront? Be upfront.
Okay, y'all, I love this concealer. And I like that it keeps me from having to bake. Baking is an extra step, like it really, really is. And any product that alleviates having to, I'm all for it. So now I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Dark 3 bronzer. And now I'm going in with my MAC. And this is the NW55. As much as I usually think I remember the names of this stuff, but I don't. It's the NW55, and it's actually foundation. And I purposely bought it too dark so that I could use it in my contour. Go back in with my Bobbi Brown. Get my nose. And I'm almost just about done. So now I'm gonna do my blush. And I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place blush, and I'm gonna be using the color Neo. And now that I've done that, hold on, I'm just gonna use a little bit more. So I just used a little bit more foundation. just right up underneath here. Kind of brought it down some, just so there's a smooth transition going upwards. And so now I'm going to go ahead and set my face. Like I said, it looks like a lot comes out, but it really doesn't. It's actually like a mist. So go ahead and get this good and dry. Okay, so I'm liking the new primer, the setting spray. I like how it sets on there. I'm just gonna use the bottom part of my sponge here. Just kind of blot a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the wing liner. And we're going to be using my favorite. I probably will never find a duplicate of this alternative to it. This is my favorite eyeliner. And it's the Tarte's clay paint liner. Comes with a little brush. Like, I am in love with this eyeliner, this liquid liner. It's the bomb. Okay, so now that I got the wing liner on, remember I told you I wasn't finished with the complete eye look yet. I'm gonna go back to my palette, and I'm gonna be using the Cosmo, so right here. I'm gonna be using my packing brush. And a little bit of the sparkles did kind of fall, but I don't care because it's, you know, it's okay. Considering that, you know, I will be using a highlighter anyhow. And so, so now that I've gotten the sparkles on there, I am going to smoke that out a little bit more. Then I'm going to go back to the Born to Run palette. And I am going to use the Good Is Gone with the Jet. So I'm going to go in there, go in there. And now I'm going to take this little blurring brush there, and just to kind of highlight the brow bone, I'm going to use the color Smog, this one right here. And now we use my mascara and go up underneath. And I see a little space like right up in there, so I'm going to go back in with that brush that I use. It's kind of a blurring brush. And I'm just going to blend that out. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my lashes on. And another new product that I'm going to be trying today is the House of Lashes Lash Glue. I generally use the Velour, but I've heard such good things. Oh, I'm sorry. First, let me put on mascara on the top here. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the lashes on. And I like these. So they're kind of, the length on them, sorry I don't remember the name. I got them from Riley Ross. My next video, I will definitely look up the name. So I even think I threw away the package. And let you guys know which lashes these are. Okay, now that I've got the lashes on, I'm going to be using the MAC Golden Bronze Shimmer Powder in my highlight. And then I'm going to go over it with the Snow Flushed, also by MAC. And just real fast. Just going back over my eyeliner like I always do once I have my lashes on. And now the look is complete. The last thing I just need to do is just throw on a nice little lip. And so I think I'm going to choose the Sunset Crush by Too Faced. No, I'm sorry, this isn't Sunset Crush. This one is actually Pretty Penny. And it's by the Too Faced Pretty Rich collection. And so, my look is now finished. I'm gonna finish getting ready for my daughter's 18th birthday. I'm so excited. She's gonna have a really good time today. I'm gonna make sure she has a really good time. She's been through a lot. She's overcame a lot. She's got a little ways to go, but I'm just praying for the best in everything. So, you guys, please like the video, hit subscribe so you can, and you can ring the little bell so you can get the notifications when I've uploaded a new video. Okay? You guys have a wonderful weekend. See you soon. Bye.